Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we're back with another brand new video. Today's video we actually have a little bit of a content drop to break down, ladies and gentlemen. Not only do we have a Crest to talk about and discuss, which I can imagine is going to be fun in the comment section below, but we also have some interesting little nitpick things I've found on the new Rangers website, including pictures, the lack of pictures, and interesting number changes which just may hint to what's to come in this coming season. Now, just very briefly before we get into today's video, in case you are new around here, or even if you're a regular viewer who hasn't hit that subscription button, it's free, doesn't cost you a penny, it just helps us, the nation, on our way to 40k. That's mental to actually say that, nation. What is doing? But to the video then, shall we? And to start off, I think we'll work our way up to the controversial topic of today's video. Let's start off with some feel-good factor, ladies and gentlemen. And this is of course going to be the new goalie kit. This was revealed on the actual official Rangers website. If you went into the players and you clicked on their names and you went to any of the goalkeepers, it revealed this picture right here. And shortly after that, Rangers' official Twitter account fired out in its full absolute glory. Now, as you may or may not have just picked up there by the fact that I just used the word glory, I rate this kit very, very highly. So now that you've seen it, because there was a lot of questions about what colour it was going to be or what colour it should be, now that it's out there, what is your thoughts and opinions on the home keeper kit? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down there in the comment section below. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'll keep this one short and I'll keep this one sweet. Overall, very happy with the Castor kit. That's 2 for 2 in my opinion that they've nailed. Now, feel free to shout at me in the comment section about how wrong I am as we move to part 2 of today's video. And the middle part of today's video is just a more of a discussion sort of piece. A couple of things I found very interesting and maybe telling about the season ahead that I just want to share with you watching today's video. And starting off with the biggest one in my personal opinion, and it's about the young man Nathan Patterson, as we've all been discussing him on here and other Rangers platforms for the last couple of weeks. And in fact, since he sort of burst onto the scene in January, there has been discussion, there has been questions about this laddie. Well, if you've checked the official Rangers website, not only is he listed as a first team player for this season, he's also been given a wee cheeky number change, moving from the number 63 all the way down to 16. And I found that very, very interesting to see. Is he going to be given the opportunity to back up Tavernier going in to the season? Normally when players get such a drastic name change and obviously get listed here and here, it usually means they are going to be involved at certainly some point in the upcoming season, so read into that what you will. The next one we're going to be moving away to is something, it's almost like a final tick to a puzzle now we've been waiting on for a wee while, and that was the fact that Robbie McCrory has an unassigned number, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, just a couple of days after signing that new long-term deal, he has not been given a number according to the website ahead of the season, which pretty much confirms that he will be moving out on loan, which if you've been watching his channel over the last couple of weeks, you'll know I'm absolutely delighted for. But speaking of Robbie, gives us the perfect transition to speak about his twin brother by the name of Ross McCrory, because there was a couple of things listed on the old website that did interest me regarding him. Now, the first thing that I noticed is a wee silly thing, but according to the website going into next season, Ross McCrory's number has changed again. First it was 40, then it was 17, then it was 15 at Portsmouth. Now, coming in this season for Rangers, he is listed as number 28. The boy loves a number change. But what's more important and a hell of a lot more interesting is his placement within the team, because he is no longer listed as a midfielder for Rangers. He is listed as a defender going into next season. Now, I know sometimes this is a wee mistakes on website and there is problems, but given the fact that this was the new website that was being launched today, which I rate very, very highly, by the way, a hell of a lot of improvement on the last website that we have, but the fact that it was launch date for this new website kind of tells me that things would have been checked and checked again, and his placement as a defender in the upcoming season, that is interesting. Could this be a wee hint to say he's going to be challenging at the right back spot with Patterson to be the backup to Tav? Or could it be even a wee hint on the centre back spot, which is obviously he's played a hell of a lot in his career? Could he be used right now as the fourth choice centre back as he has the experience. The latter there would be very interesting, especially considering the fact that Gerrard said he would never play Ross McCrory there, but because of the serious injury to Katic, the way things have been going, how stacked we are in midfield, could there be a wee bit of redemption and a chance for Ross in that back line? What do you think? Let me know down in the comment section below. Now, before we wrap up and move to the third and final part of today's video, there is one other thing that we need to discuss on this channel, because the clickbait is already out. There's already headlines being written about this, so let's address it, shall we? We are of course talking about the photos that's on the website, or lack of. Now, before we actually get to the clickbaity pictures, can I just say though, have a wee check at Glenn Middleton, man. He looks like he's Glenn Middleton, but in a good way, ladies and gentlemen. The boy's clearly been working his ass off during the summer, and he's came back looking like that, certainly filled out and bulked up. So hopefully we get to see Glenn Middleton be given a chance in the season, because I know I get slaughtered for it, but I'm not giving up on the lad. He burst on the scene. You look at his European performances. Was he the finished article? No, but it wasn't he supposed to be at that age. Now he's filling out, he's getting bigger, and he's clearly working on himself. Let's see what the lad's got, and hopefully we see that next season. But the real reason we are talking about pictures is because of this one right here has been clickbaited left, right and centre. Now I'm of course addressing the Brandon Barker picture, or lack of. Yep, the fact that the man hasn't got a picture in the Castor kit yet ahead of next season for the new website launches everyone spinning out that the man's time at Rangers is done. And I'll be honest, ladies and gentlemen, when you pair that with the fact that Polster also has the same, and we all know he's leaving the football club very, very soon, it certainly makes sense to see why it's clickbaited everywhere, and it would certainly appear that they are on their way out. The only other thing I've got to say regarding this subject, by the way, is they weren't the only two on the website without a picture. The other person who didn't have a picture was by the name of Ross McCrory, who we just frickin' spoke about. However, in Ross's case, he has an excuse not to have a picture on the website. He was busy doing in Portsmouth, trying to get them through the playoffs. The other two, yeah, they don't have an excuse. But with that being said, that's us all done and dusted with trying to be Sherlock Holmes for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed that part of the video. It was just a bit of fun, lads. Getting to talk about Rangers things, it's always good today. And with that, the smiles sort of fade for a lot of us as we move to the third and final part of today's video, as Rangers have officially revealed the new club crest. Now I do need to show you, and I need a thumbnail, so let's combine that bad boy then, shall we, with just a blank face so your imagination fills in the rest. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, this is a hot topic. I've not seen Rangers Twitter so hot since we talked about Casper Kent, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is scary, the divide. I've not even checked the poll since I fired up. I have absolutely no idea how that's gone, but I know this is heavily, heavily split. And what I'm about to say is going to piss a hell of a lot of people off, but I'm just going to say it. I don't hate it, and the reason I actually like it is because it's very similar to the old one, as silly as that is to say. Like, I still absolutely adore and love the old one. That's still my preferred one right now, but that's might be because that's just the one I grew up on and it's built into the old memory banks. When I compare the two, am I fuming? Is it starting to get angry at as badly as like the Leeds kit and the Leeds crest change and all that? No. In fact, it's very, very minuscule. They've tried to tweak a couple of things, update it. I understand why they did it. I read the MyJR's email. I read through all the stuff. I understand completely why they did it, but I'm just in this weird space right now where I'm no angry. I don't hate it. Do I love it? No, but I like it. But that's me all done and dusted. Feel free to absolutely tear me a new one in the comment section below. And while you guys are getting your opinion out on the new Rangers crest, I will jump over to Twitter and hear from the people. And as I'm getting it loaded up, I can only imagine. Oh, actually, 1,767 votes and 69% is in favour of it. Come on, boys. I'm not getting shouted at tonight. Tell you son, I've not moved that fast in months, lads. I'm pretty sure I've just popped my groin. Oh, I've regretted that. But anyway, let's carry on. Ian Smith says, not too far different in the grand scheme of things. I like the modern overtones, plus like how they incorporated Glasgow life into it. If you read the whole thing, it's really clever. Exactly, mate. I completely understand why they did what they did. Andrew Wilson says, looks okay, but I feel like it would have made more sense to do it next season for the 150th anniversary. John says, I don't think I like it, but it's because I grew up with the old one, but it will grow on me eventually. Exactly, John. I mean, I like it right now. I'm sure I'll eventually go on to love it. Corona Cartel just puts a crying face. Peter Ram says, don't like it. Wolfman's got nerds, writes in, decent. Self-isolating Ryan Jack writes in, it looks like a badge from a fake Pez team or a COD emblem. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. Steve-O writes in, like the old one more, but it's not the worst they could have done. I mean, yes, Stevie. Yes. It's Al's writes in, looks like one of them fake Pez badges. Okay, there's a wee bit of theme coming up. Callum writes in, looks like what I did when I tried to draw the badge in P4. Snipes is epic, says, I kind of like it. I think for most people don't like it, it's because it's different, but it'll grow on people over time. It's not like we haven't changed it before. Exactly, mate. Graham Wilson basically writes in what my dad would write in. It's got Rangers on it, of course. I like it. John writes in, prefer the old one, but don't care as long as we win some silverware. Roy the Gardener writes in, absolutely stinking. However, Paul Davidson writes in saying, absolutely beautiful. Stuart says, I'm sadly a traditional person. Don't see why it changed. It is a lovely crest, though. Let's say 92 writes in, I'll always like it because it's my team, but if I had to choose, I'd have kept the original crest. Understand why we are moving on just now, but don't feel like we needed to change the crest. But the last one we'll read out in tonight's video, we'll scroll all the way down there, we'll scroll all the way up here, and we'll stop it right here. I'm hoping it's a positive one. The last one comes in from Andrew Boyce, and he writes in, there should be a it's okay option, I guess, as there isn't much of a difference to make much of a difference of opinion. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's how we are going to be finishing off today's video. If you haven't done so already, please get your thoughts and opinions out there. And as always, I've been CJNova92. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.